Love you too.
You love me too?
Yeah.
Love you too, buddy.
Now look, I'm riding round in my hoopty. That's my hoop, back row full of car seats. That's my crew, bumping Johnny Law and Sapper Pivot. That's that new school. Rifle riding shotgun just in case that do. Ducking cover, I just love my baby mother so much. Double tapping on them bunions, you can look but don't touch. Pardon me, I'm just a grown up. I do what I wanna. Got no time for fakery, I have to hang my phone up.
Hey family, it's your girl Ocean, your global sister, your global cousin, your global auntie, and today it is January 21st, and I am currently 39 weeks and 5 days, meaning my due date is in 3 days. Wow, crazy, right? It's coming, it's getting closer. Well, today's video, I'm going to be packing my essentials bag to take with me to the birthing center, so I have everything I need ready and packed up, just like I did with baby girl's diaper bag. Yeah, let's get started. So, since I'll be at the birthing center, as I said before, a lot of the stuff I would have to provide for myself. I'm not giving birth at a hospital. I'm giving birth at a birthing center, so I'm not going to be accommodated with anything. I have to come with everything that I need. I'm going to have my towel because I'm giving birth in the birthing pool, so I'll be in water. For hygiene purposes, of course, deodorant, Scrubby, Dollar Tree lit. That's the only place I feel rich at. Got my Scrubby so I can wash my body up. Some soap. Some fuzzy socks, also that I got from Dollar Tree. Something comfortable for my feet. I also have slippers too. I'm not gonna be wanting to wear no sneakers or anything. I just want to be as comfortable as possible. A bra. Toothbrush. Toothpaste. This is nipple breast guards. I bought these off of Amazon. There's 2 in here. And they're basically like nipple protectors. Sure, I'll be breastfeeding with my nipples, but you know, there will be a time where you know, I'm prepared for anything. You never know, you know. These are little nipple protectors. These are something I will put in a diaper bag because you never know what the latch will be like. I don't want to be sore or anything. And also, you know, the reason why I have my soap and stuff is so that I can wash up. But I've done research where it's like, if you don't wash your nipples, like if you're constantly breastfeeding and you don't clean your breast, there can be bacteria on your breast when you're feeding your baby, and they can get like some type of like frothy, like I don't know, like a bacteria build up on their tongue. And to avoid that, like when I'm out and about, you know, because we're sweating and you don't even realize how bacteria build up is basically a dark place where it's warm and moist. Bacteria, that's where bacteria thrives in. So I can be out and about and I might have to breastfeed. I'll wipe myself down with a wipe, clean my nipples with a wipe, and I'll put one of these guards on just for protection. They have like holes at the tip of the nipple guard for the baby to be able to drink the milk through. I thought that was pretty cool. So this is something I would put in a diaper bag. I don't know if I would necessarily need this right now, but you may never know. When I gave birth to my son at the hospital prior, I was so engorged because I didn't have a pump. I wasn't prepared as I should be, and I was very engorged. And my boobs were so big and they were hard as rock. My baby couldn't even latch on. So for the first couple days, he couldn't even drink from my breast. And like I said in the previous video, it was devastating because, I had to feed him through a dropper. I had to hand express the milk out of my boob, and I had to feed him out of the dropper, and I felt like he wasn't getting enough because he wasn't able to latch on. If I have to, I'm preventing it this time around because I have the pump, but worst comes to worst, if I can't breastfeed him, or, I would just rather be prepared, I have certain stuff with me. Like backup bottles and stuff. You never know. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. These are Silicone breast milk collection pack, and it comes 2. And I'm gonna post pictures up and show you guys how this works. So basically, you press it up against your breast. Here's the suction. It's silicone. You press it up against your breast and it catches the milk. It catches the milk, so you're not wasting it. Like, I got breast pads, the fabric breast pad, but your milk is so it's like liquid gold to the baby. You wouldn't even want to waste it for real. So while I'm breastfeeding, I'm gonna have this attached right here. Because it's suction, it's gonna be, you push it, it's gonna suck it, and the milk is gonna get expressed out that way. Then you have this little open right here, and then you can just pour it into one of these milk bags. I got some milk bags for storing milk. So I'll take one of these. I don't need 2. Not to bring with me, but I'll store one of them in my bag, and then I will take a few of the storing bags and put it in my book bag as well, because like I said, you never know. I would like to be able to breastfeed her right away, but just in case if I can't, I have somewhere, my milk is not going to waste. I'm saving it, put it in the freezer. There's 4 bags in here. How many? Oh, because, okay, there's 100 in here, so there's 4 packs of 25. I'm not gonna need 25, but I'll just put this whole thing in there. I'm not gonna need that much, but I have, when you give birth, they say that, you have vaginal tearing. Sometimes people get ripped so bad to the point where they have to get stitched up. When I gave birth to my son, I didn't have to get stitched up. Because I am giving birth in the water, that lessens the chances of me being ripped as well. But you will bleed. I don't know if it's like, I don't remember what it was like when I gave birth to my son, if I had, how long it took for me to get my menstrual or any of that. But I'm not gonna be wearing underwears. I bought some disposable diapers for women. Now they have, this is from Walmart. I got this from Walmart. This is Equate. They have what's equivalent to this? The Always Discreet. Same thing, but the Discreet is like $17 and this is $7. And as I told y'all before, ain't nobody got time to be spending unnecessary amounts of money on a brand. This is just as good. Be frugal with your money. It don't make you cheap. It makes you financially smart. Get the same value out of it. There's no need to be going broke behind the brand. This is a knockoff joint, but guess what? It's gonna work just the same. Like little disposable. Ooh, these look kind of crazy, but I'm gonna wear it because I'm gonna be bloody and I'm gonna be uncomfortable, and this is gonna be soft on my butt and it's gonna protect me. And sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna put 3 in the bag. It seems like I'm gonna need a bigger bag because this ain't doing nothing. Lip chap. Because lately, like, I drink a lot of water, but my lips be chapped. Like, what? My lips be chapped, and it's not cute to be having no crusty lips. So make sure you good, make sure you're comfortable, make sure you got your lips moistured. Especially because you're going to be taking pictures and you're going to be on the camera. If your baby see you, the first thing your baby going to be looking at your dry, crusty lips. Not cute. I got me a robe for discretion. Keep it private. Keep me covered up. Keep me comfortable. I have a nice loose like dress, so that when I'm on all fours, you know, when you're at a birthing center, you have the freedom to choose the position you give birth in. What I've learned over time is that the way that we normally give birth at, the position that we normally give birth in at a hospital, laying on our back, is probably like one of the worst ways to do it. It's uncomfortable. It makes you're putting your body through more stress. It's not natural. You know, your baby's coming out of you, but you're laying on your back. So I thought that I would be squatting. That's an option, but I learned that if I'm on all fours, on my knees and my hands, that my pelvis opens up a lot more, and I want to help my body. I don't want to work against it. So I'm going to be in a birthing pool, and I'm going to be on all fours. Whatever to get this process done as smooth as possible. If it's going to help my body to help baby girl get out of here, that's what it's going to be. So I'm going to be on all fours, and I'm going to be in the water. Like I said, I'm not going to be taking no pain medications. At the birthing center, they don't give epidural. In order for me to get epidural, I have to be transferred to a hospital, and that's out of the question because that's not what I want. I basically put myself in a position where I have to go through with what I say I'm going to do. I said I'm going to take all the pain for my baby girl. I was this close to doing it for my son, 8 centimeters opposed to 10. I gave in, but this time I'm going all in for my baby girl. I want to feel it. I don't want to be drugged up. I want to be able to elaborate on my experience. So I'm going to be on all fours, and man, it's about to get real. I'm just thinking about it like, wow, it's about to get real. 3 days away. I'm going to take my heating pad with me. I have a heating pad, and heating pad, when you put like warm compressants on your body, it takes away the pain. The hot heat, it makes your blood flow to whatever spot in your body where you put this at. Instead of getting a normal heating pad, I got a heating pad that just wraps. It goes all the way from my back, from my torso up, and it goes down and it flaps in the front. I picked this one out specifically because I remember my engorgement and how painful my breast was. And when you're engorged, warm compressants help your milk ducts get softer when it's time for you to pump that excess milk out. Let me show you how this heating pad works. So it's big. It goes down. So this is how I do it. You put it around your back, and you have 2 straps right here, and you tie it in the front. I'm cracking. Sorry, y'all. But you see, it goes all the way down to the back. So if I'm in pain, it will go from, you know, my lower butt area all the way up. It will be heat, and then I can put these buttons right here, and it lays over my breast. So I'm getting, like, instead of having a small heating pad in one area, I'm nipping so much in one butt. Right here, my breast, my shoulders, my back, my lower back. Then it has 5 settings of heat. I would normally keep it on 1 or 2 because it gets really hot. But I felt like this was necessary. I'm gonna take this with me just in case I'm in pain. You know, after I give birth, I want to be as comfortable as possible. And this was a good investment. Like, I love this. This is amazing. And like I said, I've been there, done that with the engorgement. I don't want to go through it again. And I learned my lesson, so I'm preparing for that. So if you don't have a heating pad, get you a heating pad. If you get a heating pad, try to check out this. I'm not sure. I got this. Where did I get this? I'm not sure where I got this. But it was a good investment, I'm telling you. It even wraps around your neck. It just tackles every area that you can think of. It's really dope. And then I only have one more thing. I hope I'm not missing anything that I would need. But I think I basically covered everything that I would have in my bag. Her bag is packed already. The car seat is over there. And so, yeah, my bag is small. I'm not going to be able to fit all of that in there. But I wasn't really worried about my bag. I was more worried about her bag. She got a brand new bag. Me, I'll put it in a plastic bag. I could care less. This right here, what I'm about to show you right here, yo, if you want to buy somebody, a pregnant person, a gift, this next thing right here is a deal breaker. When I get in the car, when I go driving around, I do not leave my house without it. I will not drive in no car without it because it is so comfortable and it's worth the investment. This is a back pillow. And I bought this from Marshall's. If you're sitting in a regular chair, you can put it there and you can strap it to secure it to the chair. But because I'm in a, or you could also do that in the car as well. But I'll put this behind the seat, and oh my god, so comfortable. It's so comfortable. It's a life changer. Get your peoples one of these back pillows for when they in the car if they're pregnant. She gonna appreciate it, especially when I go into labor. It's gonna be that much more intense, and to have a cushion behind your back like this, is indentation for your back to sink into it, and then the cushion on the outside is like support on the side. It's everything. So that's the stuff that I'm bringing with me, for me personally. For me, like I said, I'm also gonna be have my slippers because I'm not gonna wear any sneakers. I got my robe. I got me a loose dress. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. I think I'm pretty much alright. You know, if all goes according to God's plan, and I don't have no complications, I'll be home within six hours. They don't keep you there long. I would have to come back 24 hours later for my daughter to get all of her testing done for certain stuff, and then after that they'll discharge me from the birthing center, and then I'll start having regular doctor's appointment for her at a regular pediatrician. So yeah, that's the stuff that I'm packing. If you haven't packed your bag, maybe you can get some ideas from the stuff that I packed. I know there's a lot of other people on YouTube who, you know, I didn't even look on YouTube to see what other people are packing. There's probably stuff that I'm missing that I probably need, but I didn't care to look. I'm just thinking, you know, what would I need? And I feel like I got the most essentials. I'm more worried about her having everything she needs. Me, I just need the bare minimum. I just want to be comfortable, and I just don't want to be in pain for real. So this bag is so small. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to get like I said, I don't really care. Like, I can put all this stuff in the garbage bag when it comes to me. I could care less. Baby girl got a cute bag, but this is too small. All of my stuff is not gonna fit in there. But those are all of the things that I'm gonna have in there. I'm gonna once I lose my mucus plug, and then my water breaks, and then I go through the changes and I start getting the contractions, I'm gonna hit my girl up, my A1. She lives up the street, and she's gonna bring me, and she's gonna be my emotional support, and yeah, she's gonna be with me through that. The baby's father, I'll call him when I'm ready for him to show up. I'm really thinking, he told me that he wants to be there to do skin to skin with the baby, because it's very important. Skin to skin, first contact with a baby, skin to skin, is very important, and he wants to be there for that. But if you're not going to be in a room with me while I'm giving birth, and I feel like that's the most essential time when I need the most support, but because he's not there to be my emotional support, he just want to be there for his daughter, I respect that. We're not in a relationship, we're not even cool like that, we don't get along like that. So, but I feel like if you're not going to be there to have my back, to watch your daughter be born, then like I almost feel like I don't really want you even. Don't come. I'll see you in 6 hours when I get discharged. You know what I'm saying? You can have your skin to skin with her then. I don't know. I can just avoid the tension in the room and the negative energy by just, I'll see you later. You know what I'm saying? You'll be the first person your daughter sees. Why does it matter if it's 5 minutes after I give birth or not, if you're not going to be in the room with me? You basically made that choice on your own. I'm not taking that from you, but if that's what you prefer to do, then skedaddle, And I think I will appreciate having the first, because it's COVID times right now, nobody can come. Normally you can have all the family you want to be there present at your birthing center with you, but because there's COVID going on right now, they're limiting the amount of people that can be there. So I could only have 2 people that support me, her and then one other person, 2 people total besides myself, and she's gonna be my support, and I just feel like I would like to have that bonding time with my daughter by myself, because when I come home, then she'll be able to meet her brother, and then her father will be here to also, welcome the baby here. So, but instead of me having somebody in the family watch my son, I'd rather him be with his father. So maybe I'll just do it like that, just stay at the house with your son. I'll be back in 6 hours. I'll see y'all then. But maybe for those first 6 hours, I just want to bond with my daughter with no negative energy around me. You know what I'm saying? Giving birth it takes a toll on you. It's a very serious thing, and I just want to be around people who's going to be supportive of me. I don't want nobody around me who's not going to be supportive of me. I'm happy you're going to be there for your daughter. I'm happy you're going to be there for your kids. Always been a stand-up guy in that sense. But I need support for me. Like, for a woman giving birth, you need all the support you can get. And if you're not going to be around to give that emotional support, just don't be there. And that's where I'm at with it. So, I'm excited. I'm nervous, as I always say. And, yeah, I'm ready to meet my princess. I think when you hit 40 weeks, you got to 41 or 42 weeks. If the baby don't come out at 41 or 42 weeks, they'll try to induce you. And I don't want to be induced, because I was tested positive for some type of bacteria that is found in that's created in the gut. I think it's called Strep B, and every 1 out of 4 women get it. It's not something that there's symptoms of for you to know it's there. You get tested for it around your 35th or 36th week of pregnancy. What they do is they take a swab, they swab your vagina, and then they go around your butthole with the swab as well, and then they test it. And if the bacteria that the gut makes is there, then what they do is they want, because this bacteria can potentially be dangerous to a baby if it's ingested inside of the baby's system in any type of way. So like if you were to give birth, or your water were to break and your baby's down there and it's exposed to whatever's going on, it can potentially be dangerous, fatal. Like it could be dangerous. And you know, because I was so late, you know, I found out that I tested positive for it. What they do is they give you antibiotics. They give you antibiotics to kill the bacteria in your body when you're when you get administered into, when you start to give birth. That's when they start to get you on the antibiotics to kill it, so that it lessens your baby's exposure to getting it. It's in the baby can get an infection basically from the bacteria. And here's my thing. I took the test. I was told I was positive for it. I had a referral to get allergy tests done, because in the past, you know, I had like a very weird, like four consecutive years where I went through something where I had atopic dermatitis. It started off with eczema, and then it went through, my body just went through a crazy stage of just aftermath of different changes when it comes to the skin. It went from, you know, to eczema to something I've never experienced in life or ever seen, you know, and I looked like a cancer patient for about 4 years. It was in my hair, so I lost my hair. I didn't have any hair. I didn't have any eyelashes. I didn't have any eyebrows. I was in excruciating pain. I couldn't move very much, and it was a rough time for me. I think that took place when I was about, let's see, 6th grade to about, so age 13 to about 12 to 14 or 15. I went through that, and it was crazy. When I tell you it was crazy, it was crazy. And I remember, because my body was going through so many changes, they had me on so many medications to try to tame it. You know, my skin would be cracked open. They didn't want me to get any infections, so they would give me antibiotics so that, you know, I wouldn't get sick from all the sores that was on me. And they gave me, you know, the most common antibiotics that they give people for when they get sick. When they get sick is called penicillin or Keflex. Keflex is like, it's just a family of a different type of antibiotic. Well, either way, I was given those things, and I had a bad reaction to it. And I don't know if it was, the thing about it is I can't differentiate if it was the medications that was given to me that made me have a reaction, because I was already going through so much changes with my skin. So on my health record, it says that I'm allergic to penicillin and Keflex. And like I said, these are the main antibiotics you give for somebody when you want to cure something. So in the system, it's like, no, don't give this to her, because in the past she had a situation with it. Now that I'm giving birth, that's something that they normally give to women to kill this bacteria. Now, since, you know, I got a referral to get an allergy test done, and these people, you know, they weren't doing any testing. They were only doing consultations, meaning you could come in and they'll talk about it. I don't need to communicate about it. I just need to get this testing done. I have, well, at week 36, I only have a few weeks left to get this done. Long story short, you know, I was never able to get the testing done. You know, it was a runaround. Then the second place they referred me to, they didn't take my insurance. I looked at a place called Quest. They do allergy testing, but they didn't do it they were more so food allergy stuff, not medication allergy stuff. So, when the reason why they don't give you medications or anything that you're allergic to, because it can be life-threatening. Some people who can take a medication, and their throat will close up, and something like a really bad adverse reaction. But for me, when I went through that with my eczema or whatever, what I did notice was I got blisters on my feet. Now that's not life-threatening. So they're like, I can give birth and not have any medications, but at the end of the day, I'm taking a slight risk of putting my baby in jeopardy. And I just, I don't like to dwell on. I didn't even really want to talk about this part of, in my video, because I don't really like to harbor or think or talk too much about something that's negative or potentially dangerous. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is because this is normal. This bacteria, Strep B, is normal. I didn't have it with my last birth, so it's like you can't even clock it. You know what I'm saying? And there's gonna be women, maybe you or anybody in your family who's pregnant, who might also test positive for it, but because they don't have any allergic reactions to those type of medications, once they get the IV with those medications, it's going to knock it right out. But for me, it's a little bit different because I have a situation where I might be allergic to this shit, allergic to the medications that I need to lessen the chances. So because I waited so long, not because I waited so long, but because I couldn't get the testing done, basically, my midwives is like, you can give birth without it, but because of your adverse reactions was just blisters and it wasn't life-threatening, like, you didn't have seizures, or, you didn't have problems with breathing or anything too extreme, that maybe we can find something in the Keflix family, which is the second antibiotic, not the exact name, but something similar to it in that family that I can take. And I was like, you know what, I'm willing to, whatever it takes to protect my daughter, I'm willing to do it. Like, if I get a rash, if I break out in a rash because I took an antibiotic, I don't care. Just give me some Benadryl after that and give me some cream. I'm willing to go through whatever it is to protect my daughter. So that's basically the route I'm taking. Like I said, I don't like to dwell on anything or think, the thought of, when by law, they have to tell you what the risk is. And the risk to me is scary. But I let love guide me, not fear. I'm not about to be worried about nothing. I pray, at the end of the day, everything is out of my control. All I can do is focus on being calm, stress-free, getting through this delivery, and I pray about it. I surrender. I leave it in God's hands. I ask him to protect my baby. He knows. Once I get administered in there, once my water breaks and I start having my contractions, they're going to automatically put me on the IVs for me to start taking this antibiotics, and you're going to have to take the antibiotics every 4 hours through the IV. I'm cool with that. If I get a little rash, like I said, I'm not worried about that. Do what you got to do to protect my daughter. As long as it's not life-threatening, do what you got to do to protect my daughter. I don't care. Whatever. Do what you got to do. So, yeah, I pray about it, and I'm just like, just protect my baby. Leave it in God's hands. What will happen, what will happen. I can't do nothing about it, But I'm staying positive, I'm staying optimistic, and I'm just like, my baby's gonna be good. I'm not worried about nothing at the end of the day. But the fact that they do have to tell you the risk of, it's scary. It is scary, but I'm taking my chances. And I only share that because, like I said, I don't want people to feel like, you know, for people who do test positive for Strep B, I don't want them to panic and be scared and be freaking out, you know. It's normal. There's no symptoms of it, and it's nothing you can avoid. There's nothing you can do to get rid of it, really, except for the antibiotics. And I just feel like I'm not worried about it. You know, my baby's good. She's going to be good. But I did want to mention it. I didn't want to mention it, but I felt like it was necessary to mention it in this video because 1 out of 4 women get it. They test positive for it. So it's not like it's something that's the percentage of a baby contracting it is very low. But like there is risk that you can take because once your baby say your water breaks and your baby's head is out and just sitting there, and you know, the more the baby is out there but not out of your body, it's being exposed to everything that's outside. Like the protection is not there. So I'm not worried about it though. But yeah, so I'm gonna be on taking the antibiotic to clear it up. I'm gonna give birth to my baby girl, and everything's gonna be good. You know, I'm not really tripping. I have God by my side. I got my ancestors, and I got the universe working in my favor, and that's how I look at life. Like I don't like to think negative. I like to stay positive and optimistic. So, yeah, baby girl's almost here, y'all. It's about to get real. I'm ready. If she don't come out, you know, they give you your due date is just an estimation date. They don't know exactly when your baby's supposed to come out. But based on 40 weeks, which is like technically 10 months because the baby's in you for 10 months. It's not 9 months, it's 10 months. But for those 40 weeks that the baby is in you, it's just a rough estimate. So she's going to come when she wants to come at the end of the day. On my due date or the day before my due date, I'm going to try to, because I don't, like I said, I don't want to be induced. Induced is basically they force for your baby to come out. They do something where they break your water or some shit. But the thing is, because I'm at risk, because I am positive for the Strep B, I can't have them toying with my stuff down there. I can't have them constantly checking my vagina and doing all of that stuff because, like I said, with this bacteria, it could be spreaded. But granted, I'm gonna take that antibiotic and do whatever it is I gotta do for my daughter, but I don't want to be induced. So to avoid being induced, on my due date, I'm just gonna be very active. I'm probably gonna dance a lot, try to open up my pelvis naturally. If that doesn't work, I'm just gonna maybe in the morning while my son's sleeping, I'm gonna take a walk around the block, get some fresh air, take a walk around the block, or have him come with me and we just go walking around the block in my neighborhood to help the baby get in motion to wanting to come out. But I'm gonna try to get it out naturally, instead of them trying to force it, you know. So be on the lookout because I might be posting a video of me just dancing around this house trying to get baby girl out of here. I love to dance. I love music. Music brings me peace, and you know, I think it would be cool to have that on video camera so she can see when she get older as well. Well, mommy's a trip. Like, she was out here dancing and stuff with me in her belly. Yup, that's me. I didn't have any recordings like that up with my son, so this pregnancy is very, very different. And I'm happy that I'm documenting a lot of it, you know. She's almost here, y'all. Thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. Again, that's me prepping my birthing bag and giving y'all a little bit of information. If you learned anything, you can give me a thumbs up right there. And I might insert some pictures of how that boob guard works, because I found some really cool pictures that demonstrate how that works. Pretty dope. A lot of this stuff you can find on Amazon, and not for too much, not expensive at all. Like I said, with the assurance, buy your stuff with the store brand name. You don't have to go broke behind no brand. It's the same stuff, just with a different name. When you overpay for something with a price, with a name, it's just like, why? It's probably the same quality. It's probably the same quality. It's just a different name. You don't need to go broke. Be financially illiterate. Be financially literate, not illiterate. Don't be wasting money on unnecessary things. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little frugal. Yeah, I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and become a part of my tribe. And I'll see you guys soon, alright? Have a blessed one.
Started, I'm the man. I just put the sauce on it in the pan. I've been cooking up cause God gave me a planner. In the net, father figure, boy, your guy is in the man. I ain't bragging, I'm just saying, I'm just playing with my friends. Tell my people they ain't fans, but they family. Tell them dusty rappers you listen to, they can't handle me. Tell it out, shout out, never mess with the goats. If you do, then I might come for your throat. Don't you know I can ghost right to the dopest. Stay focused, don't get blood about a hocus pocus. You get it.